warm good morning to all my lovely students of Sri Gokulam Public School. We are towards the end of our revision classes, and I welcome you all to my online English class. In today's class, we will discuss on the writing section. So we have done some sample questions from your literature part. We have revised our reported speech, which is the little important topic in the grammar section. And today's we are going to deal with a very simple topic, that is from the writing section. But you score almost 10 marks, your subjective type question paper part B out of 40. 10 marks is for your writing section, which is a diary writing and a story writing. So let us look into some of the main points of the diary writing and story writing. So first let us go into the diary writing. So the format of the diary writing is that on the extreme left corner, that is towards the margin, you start with the day and date. Okay, so the day and date you can write on the left margin. Time is optional. If you write or don't write it, it is not going to make much difference. Okay, if you have forgotten to write the time, marks will not be deducted. Clear? So time is optional. Then after that you can start with the contents in an easy flowing language. Again, there is no need to write dear diary. If you write also, it is not a problem. That is also optional, writing dear diary. But if you are writing salutation, please stick to dear diary, because that looks kind of good when you are writing an examination. Even though this is a kind of an informal writing, there should be a basic decency when you are writing. So writing your very peculiar kinds of names like Pammu, Chikku, Makku and all those kinds of names, it doesn't look good when you are writing an examination. So if you are writing a salutation, write it as dear diary, but better to avoid it. Okay, so day and date, then directly you are starting with the content. So introduction could be a general comment on how the day was. So that's how normally we start a diary. We start with a general outlook of what the day had been. For example, you are saying that today was a boring day, today was a good day, like that. Okay. And then comes the body of the letter, which is the main part of the diary entry. This involves a lot of things. If on that particular day all the events and actions have to be described, your personal feelings also have to be described, and it is always written in the first person pronoun, and it is an informal language. Stress should be on feelings, emotions and reactions. Okay, so more important, stress here means more importance should be given to your feelings and emotions. And the conclusion of the diary can be with the comment about the day. For example, overall it has been an exciting day, or the situation at the moment, I'm really tired now after a long day. So like that you can say and end your diary. Again, there is no need of writing your name, signature and all those things is not required. So very easy to remember and write diary entry. Only thing is that day and date should be there and the contents should follow. That's all. Now let us look into some important points to remember. That is, write in the chronological order to relate events as they happen. Chronological order means that order of the events should be correct, properly sequenced order it should be. So morning, what did you do? Then afternoon, what did you do? Evening, what did you do? Night, what did you do? Like that, order of events should be correctly mentioned. Then if you are new to diary entry, make sure that you start recording the events. That will help you to reflect on them later. Of course, during exam time we don't have to do a rough copy, there isn't time also. So that order you maintain and then start writing. Then insert your feelings about these events, each situation, how your feelings were. Based on that you can write the diary entry. Next is creativity, imagination and expression Very, very important. This is what we are looking for in diary entry: creativity, imagination, and expression. Then you should be a part of the situation and it should be written in first person. Another very, very important point to remember is that always use past tense, because this event is already over and then you are writing about it, so past tense should be mentioned. Now there is a sample question. You are going on a school picnic with your classmates and teachers. You are very excited before the trip and you are asked to write down. Your name is also given over there. So a very small example is given to you. I am feeling very excited tonight. I am going on a picnic tomorrow with my classmates. Some of our teachers will also accompany us. We have been planning for this trip ever since our principal gave us permission a month ago. We are going to Nehru Park. It has large ground where children can run around and play freely. I have packed some food items including potato chips and chocolates. My mother has made dozen sandwiches and cake. My friends will also be bringing some food. And then we plan to play a match. I feel I just cannot go to sleep tonight. I keep imagining all the fun that we are going to have tomorrow. I might fall asleep at the picnic, so his mother has come and scolded, as if that is ever going to happen, but maybe she is right, so good night. So you can see how that conversational mode is maintained over there. So this is how you have to write a diary entry. Next, let us look into the story writing. So story writing, like I said, at the beginning of the story would be given, the first introduction lines would be given, and then you have to continue the story. So what are the characteristics of a good story writing? Let us start with that. Okay, first of all, remember that there should be a title for it. 1 mark is for the title, so title should be there. Write a catchy first paragraph. Develop your characters. Okay, so your characters should be developed. Choose a point of view. Write a meaningful dialogue. So dialogues should be included in your story writing. Use setting and context. Okay, plot should be developed. Set up a plot. Reveal their dramatic, thematic, and emotional significance. Create conflict and tension. Okay, so some tension should be there. It should not be very dry. So the characters should be developed, some conversation should be there, and then also some twist in the story should also be there. That is what they meant by conflict. Some problems should be there. Suddenly some problem comes, and then how that problem is going to get solved. So that tension should be built up, then bring to a climax or a crisis. This is the turning point. So finally everything becomes all right at the end of the story, and then solution to the conflict is resolved. So this is how a story should be built. And then quickly let us also remember some points while you are writing the story writing. The story needs to be original. Please children, don't think that you are the only people who are watching the English movies and the Kannada, Telugu and Tamil movies. All of us, even the teachers, are also watching these kinds of movies that the latest trend or fashion is there. We are not oldies and grandpas and grandmas to not watch the teenage hit movies. We are also into it, so we also know the plot of each and every movie that you are watching. So there is no need to write the story of a movie that you have watched into your own story. Build in your own characters and make your story original. The story needs to be told in an interesting manner, of course. The beginning of the story needs to be exciting and should capture the attention of the readers. The end of the story needs to be worth remembering. A suitable and interesting title should be given, which is very, very important. Now let us look into a sample story. Okay, very simple. It is given. 5 marks story means you have to write it for 1 page. Diary writing 1 page, story writing 1 page. When I say 1 page, it means a foolscap sheet. Of that, your answer sheet, the answer sheets that is given to you in your schools, those foolscap sheets, 1 page, one side of that. Okay, 1 page means that one side of that sheet is 1 page. So that is for 5 marks. I got up in the middle of the night. I was sweating profusely. Profusely means very much. Now you have to continue the story. This is a board question. A narrow escape. So the title given is A Narrow Escape, written in the middle of the story. I got up in the middle of the night. I was sweating profusely. I switched on the light only to find that there was some kind of electricity failure. I came out of the room to get some fresh air. It was stormy outside, and that might have been the reason for electricity failure. I drank cold water, took a chair, and sat in the veranda. Suddenly, I heard a loud shriek. It was coming from the neighbor's house. I was so confused. Now, what to do? See, now from this point, tension is getting built up, conflict is coming. Then I gathered courage and went inside to fetch a torch. I took the torch and started moving towards my neighbor's house. I peeped inside the window and saw two people who were covering the owners at the gunpoint. Again, the conflict is getting building up more. I stepped back and started thinking of my next step. At that moment, I heard a motorbike approaching near. It was a Cobra police on their patrolling. I signaled to them. So now solutions are being found. They stopped and asked me the reason for stopping them. I told them the whole story. They immediately went inside to help the old couple. The miscreants were shocked at the sudden arrival of the police. They tried to escape, but the policemen took prompt action and caught them. We heaved a sigh of relief. Suddenly, the whole area was illuminated as the power supply had resumed. The old couple saw me and thanked me for my sharp wittedness. So, this is a very simple, short, and brief example of a story writing. You can elaborate this with a lot of dialogues and making the end more memorable. Okay, a message can also be given along with it. So, that is how you do your story writing. So, I hope children you have understood how diary writing and story writing is to be done. So, with this, I am concluding today's class. I hope you all prepare well for your exams and do well in your exams. All the best and have a wonderful day. Thank you.